guys, I'm Jazz, this is St. Fu Studios, and it's a bit of a different one for this episode. I'm not going to show you something as I'm doing it, it's actually something I've already done, and it's been done for a little while, and I've just had the opportunity to have it back. I think it's 90% complete, because it isn't actually a running bike. It can run, but he keeps it in his man cave, so it's got no fluids and stuff in it, and I don't think like accelerator cable and brake cables and stuff like that are connected. But other than that, it's complete. All I know about it is that it's a 1968 Vespa. That's all I've been told, and I haven't got a big knowledge of scooters, so yeah, that's it. But he's a mate of mine, and he came to me a while back saying he wanted a full custom airbrush paint job on his scooter. Whatever I can cram onto it, just do it. And he wanted the theme as The Matrix, because apparently it's his favourite film. So I thought that's a good subject. I like The Matrix, and it's quite a good key moments in the film that I can put onto the scooter. That's all. That was the brief, and it's got to be monochrome. So he didn't want any colour on it whatsoever, and yeah, just free reign basically. So first port of call was to look for images, key moments in the film, and look for the clearest, largest images that I could as well. So combine all that together, and just saved them all into a folder, and then started printing them out. Because one of the challenges of doing a full custom paint job like this is to work out where all the images are going. And one of the problems that I discovered is that in these areas here, you can't have a person's face, because what happens is, because it's coming down that way and going vertical and then horizontal and then vertical again, if you put a person's face by there, it ends up looking like Hall of Mirrors, so they'd be all elongated and stuff. So that was a challenge, to not have anyone's face there, to try and get them all to sync with each other and work out what was my biggest, best images, so they would go onto the largest surface areas, so like on the front and on the other side of the front there, for example, and then just, yeah, start arranging them. I printed them all off so I could cut them out, and then I had some little magnets and placing them all around there. Once I was happy with that, then I could start penciling them onto the bodywork. Now when it arrived, it was actually powder coated, I think like a reddy orangey colour, and it had a few dents in it and a few splits in the metal on the front, so they needed to be rectified. And as I've said before in previous video, if I'm doing monochrome, I prefer to use black paint on a white background, because it's much easier to cover. So once the repairs were done and primered, it was all prepped and painted a 2K white as a nice blank canvas. And then obviously you got to prep it again in order to airbrush onto it. And then it was just on to painting then. And that's pretty much all the info I can give you on it. So let's give you a closer look. So if we start off with the front, as it's the main thing you first look at, I wanted all the heroes of the film on the front, no bad guys. Although we do have Cypher there, who is a bad guy, but he started off as a good guy. I knew I wanted the most iconic image of Neo, Keanu Reeves, where he's stopping the bullets. I wish it could have been a slightly clearer image, because when in the film the camera is actually focused on the bullets flying towards him, which is there and there and here. And he's slightly out of focus, so I was a bit gutted about that. But it worked out well because it looks like he's grabbing the Vespa badge. Obviously when I painted it, I didn't have the badge, then the owner put that on. We got Trinity there when she gets the phone call off of Cypher when he's about to kill everyone. I think that's it anyway. And then down here at the bottom we got Tank and Dozer. And then right at the bottom, I think it's a Lincoln Continental that they drive. All blacked out. And then on the other side we got the legendary Morpheus sat in his leather chair when he's having a speech with Neo about giving him the red or the blue pill. And then underneath him we got Mouse when he's meets his untimely death, and he picks up the what are they called? The AA-12, is it? Automatic shotguns. I think that's what they are anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong. So he's there. And then at the bottom, then we got Cypher. It's hard to get the camera on this because it's a curved panel and the mudguards anyway. At the bottom we got APOC and Switch. There she is with a white suit compared to everyone else's black suits. And then onto the front mudguard, so we got the scene where all the guns come of Neo and Trinity. At the very front there we got Neo training in the dojo with Morpheus. And then on this side we got Agent Smith and Neo flying through the air, trying to shoot each other. You're very much limited to what images are out there on the internet, and you'll find, because like a lot of them are in action sequences, the footage has then been paused, is then blurry because it's actually a moving image. So trying to find some good images for key moments of the film is hard. So when you're working from like an out of focus or a blurred image, obviously you can only really paint what you see without it turning into something weird. That's what I find anyway. On the opposite side of the front panel, we got some big areas that we can put some nice big images. So at the bottom here, again it's hard to get because we got this part. So there is no spoon, so he's holding the spoon there. Neo, played by the legendary Keanu Reeves, before he had a beard. We got Carry-On Moss playing Trinity there. I think that's at the start of the film, where she's running from the agents. And then we got the three of them together. I think that might be from a different film, but I thought it was a good image anyway. And then we got Morpheus again, played by Lawrence Fishburne, and actually you can see Neo in the reflection of his sunglasses. I think that's from the red and blue pill scene again. And then on to the right hand side, so by here, underneath where you sit, is Morpheus and Agent Smith, where they're having a fight. This way he gets captured, so he's been pushed up into the corner of the ceiling. And then you got Trinity, where she's about to blow the brains out of an agent. And it was quite good perspective on the gun there, and I chose that one because, like I said, you can't put any faces in there, so the gun actually went into that area. There she is. And then at the bottom we got the woman in the red dress. Closely followed by Neo when he's in the Huey helicopter with a minigun on the side, who's saving Morpheus. Just lucky enough to it placed it on the curved area and it didn't really distort his face too much. But then the gun goes across a couple of different angles, followed by the flames out the end of it. Next to him is Morpheus in the dojo with his hand there, giving it all come on. And then in the area that we can't put some faces, I got the I think it's the Nebuchadnezzar, is it? The ship that they're in. And then just for some little areas to fill in, I've got the glitch in the Matrix, the black cat there. And then we got Trinity as she's up on the end of the rope underneath the helicopter that's just crashed into the side of the building. And all the glass is flying everywhere. You got Cypher again when he's in the real world, with his raggedy vest on. And then either side of the number plates, I split an image into two, so we got Neo there and we got Trinity there. So that's from the same image when they're about to walk into the building with all the guns, and they got the duffel bag with the bomb in it. And then it's separated by the number plate, which I got the Matrix code on, and I've also done that on the handlebars. He specified he didn't want a lot of Matrix code if I could help it, so I just done it in areas that I couldn't really put images on this. It's too small. So I thought that's a neat little area I can do that. And like I said, on the number plate. This one is probably my favourite image, where Morpheus is captured and they're trying to break him. So he's got the electrodes on his head and stuff, and Agent Smith is actually in shadow because the seat is overhanging it, though I didn't know he was going to put a seat like this on it. And then you got Hugo Weaving playing Agent Smith there. And he's whispering in his ear saying he wants the codes to Zion so he can get the hell out of there, out of the Matrix. On to the passenger side. So like I said, we got Trinity there, and then filled in that area with Mouse. That's where he's viewing the computer screens. And then in the area that we can't put a portrait, put the Sentinel, as it's trying to get in the top of their spaceship. The big laser beam going through it. And then we've got Neo and Trinity. Neo's still plugged into the Matrix and he's fighting the agents, and she's mopping the blood out of his mouth. And I think it's at the same time of the film where Agent Smith here is about to shoot him. Played by Hugo Weaving. And then the corresponding image to Morpheus in the dojo on the other side is Neo in the dojo right here, with a bit of a perspective photo. His hand coming closer. It's hard to get this nicely on film because it's got the shine from the lacquer on it. And then by there we got Trinity shooting the agent, and the helicopters in the background. Neo's doing somersaults there with all the guns under his coat, shooting the soldiers. And then last but not least, we got the Oracle. So this was actually my first full custom paint job on any two-wheeled vehicle. Really enjoyed doing it. I'm actually in the process of doing a demo bike for myself. That's on my other channel, link for that is in the description. That'll be fully airbrushed and I can take that to shows and stuff then. That'll all have a movie theme as well. I think I've chosen the one I want, but I won't tell you yet. All the actual painting of it will be on this channel. The building of the bike is, like I said, it's on the other channel. Hope you like this Matrix Vespa. It's actually for sale now as well, because I think he's got another project in mind. So if you like the film The Matrix and you ride scooters, maybe this is the one for you. All the engine has all been fully rebuilt, and yeah, it's all new nuts and bolts everywhere on it. So yeah, I think that's all I can say. Click on the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Click on the like button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, while I had the scooter in my possession, we decided to take it on down to our local rugby club, because at the time there was Scooter Fest on, so Scooter Fest 2024 at Blackwood Rugby Club, and we had a little stand there, and we had the Matrix scooter on show, and yeah, everyone loved it. We had a really good response about it. There was a few few people who walked away in disgust that I was actually trying to convince people that it was airbrushed, because they were convinced it was actually a vinyl wrap. So that was quite funny. There was only one or two of them, but yeah, everyone was looking at it all day pretty much, and we had a lot of business cards taken and a lot of inquiries about future work. So if you want anything like this in the future, then give me a shout, either on here or on the Instagram, St. Fu Studios Instagram. Details for that are in the description as well. Yeah, look forward to doing many more custom jobs like that.